or say MPP flag bearer race or say let's stop blaming Bawumia for destroying the economy. Was he the finance minister? Adwoa Sarfo Jimmy. Ma yem blame no. Na more power no. Mo party for no can say yenyi Bawumia na Bawumia ni yenyi no. More power na one and a majority in parliament. Why one no se bonsia? Yen twa ne bema. Bema green onim nyansa ba kumpo. Yo gine chiro. Inwan. Bema na funomo. Ajantra for ma. Buju see Jimmy. Huh? Inti ye refi na wo Adwoa Sarfo abegima ye beka say Bawumia na ode na ye finance minister abuofunu
digim abusia Kevin Ekwabadu Tailor ensobu waka say bo anka so pampan wa react to a court ensensem so mbeka ye ndra na enyan nti ye se pandai. In fact a court ahye kintin say wa suspend or the tabo to so the easy ni ekan na say the tamale court e declare say omo enkoto rerun ewo pandai no eni Supreme Court akwahye sa judgment no awo no odi suspension atoso nti na me no kase obi anim bra pandai rerun ne bekoso na we na Kevin Tailor a react na obi say kangaroo court na say the MPP for kan enyo no nko Brian Champon waje ne share so beka ya ndra anase nano ena kede Japan baby mama mami a yefe ne Sarah Adwoa Sarfo former member of parliament Edmado Mekwa Benya oba montin so ebetwa bi bo kede Japan wa ena almost 100 anase 1000 reasons why ono say undi credit echi because ono no penny selfish interest and we are na credit so onya pay flag bearer wa meye family and friends inti no no bedi Bawumia echi na se nyame ye Bawumia adom na nyame ye MPP fo adom a na se Bawumia be president a eno no ofa ho dwane abusiafo ensem de Sarah Adwoa Sarfo kan bi na we na Kevin Tailor edis kwasia ne aboa sebi edi amoma no na waka ma bi ato sebi ni papa owura Apostle Kwadwo Sarfo Dr. Ao Chief Regime sebi nyame ato ne sa frɛ no ensema Kevin kan edi nyame ntimi nka onim se Kevin de bufu a na chese asem na aba abusi yenkwa ni nkuti nsa de mu chi mesro sansana ibekọ no se wonya subscribe ya subscribe wati sanse bronya na eba no obedi mi bronya ntimi sro fire subscription e de mame na fe so bomodina na like dwumadi na share na foforo ni bi yenkọ nti Kevin Ekwabadu Tailor asem o de tu edwa ekoba e beto aso e de amanyankopon kan ho na onhira papa.
me say Nigeria for no ba. I'm telling the passport office this is the time we have to tighten a passport passport registration. You making sure say Ghana for the Ghana for passport. And the Ghana Nigeria for obu ba Nigeria di ba mon kan say onka H omuntuminka H omuka H mamonka say in for Nigeria for in for the omushala no omuka H omu de enim omu but Nigeria for anka omuntuminka H into omuba most omunka hallelujah omuka hallelujah Nigeria for omuntuminka H omeka say H menka say in for so ka H in for there omo na shara kasa omu de say me amenko for okay BBO omo shara no omuka anything I can for ka and yes omuntuminka H in Nigeria for so omuntuminka London omeka London Nigeria for omono nyaw bebre omuntuminka nti mon list na mon try omo oye den obeka ba ko wrong sabo vese mu so Nigeria ni a o se nani nda na ho so na wata ni mu obeka omo obo so Nigeria ni o ta ni mu obeka ni krom kasa nti mon kan jom say visa no passport acquisition no intemu ka ho intemu into Toronto Kasa. How are you? Oh, my name is Frank Kuma. So okay. You are Nigeria? Yes, that is why I'm coming for passport. Now immigration officer ba kwa for the chi. Now what time mu? Obeka say omo. Obeka say kilo de na no be from Nigeria de be pie. Into omo tete wo passport interview. Now what time mu? Obeka say kilo de. Obeka say Nigeria de be pie. Say Nigeria na ina monkey ewom. Oma tena so omumu at the MPP for inner monkey no. Ya the basisha so wedwa uhwinim. You like me?
Wow! Yeah. See all my face. Ha ha. Yeah. My head, my eye, my nose, my teeth, my mouth. Yeah. Handsome. Yeah. My head, my eye, my nose, my teeth, my mouth. Yeah. Handsome. Ha ha. I am on something yo. Yeah. Ha ha.
Ha ha! I'm back. Ha ha! It's exactly 5:18. Ha ha! Yeah! You like me? My head, my nose, my finger, my toe. Ha ha! You like me? If you don't want to watch, go. Ha ha! All right, now, Mummy and Jum. Kevin Taylor cry. Miss cry. Eh, my body moon. Okay, what am I queen? Now, as I'm crying over my mission, the view of Boissy. And me who a video be a me team person become one some on shakoda. And it's about a year Okada. Me catch a Ghana for say there are so many people who sit on radio and TV. Intellectually, they are foolish. Especially Oma Mutina TV Soka Brofo Ghana, no 90% of them are foolish. Don't get me wrong. Me say 90% of Oma Mutina TV Soka Brofo ewo Ghana say, especially Omo ye guests ewo shows, you know. 90% of guests on TV so say anopa they are coming to discuss issues, no. 90% and 90% are foolish. They are daft. TV, any radios now, no. I feel say almost percent almost fill almost screens, you know, with people. At this point, it has become something to say. Anopebiano, I will say ye nipa ma wombetina ye TV so ni radio so kasa. So right now, no, first na ye selecting, ye checking for background, ye share how intelligent they are, how in depth they are when it comes to analyzing issues and contributing intellectually to those discussions, you know. Sa period ni ye chum. And then ofui bia to TV. So don't get it twisted. When you see anyone sitting on TV and speaking English and contributing, 90% of the contribution is Jimmy Kasa. Now, recently, it is a parliament passé, I endorse passé a year Okada. Ebe legalize the Okada ewo Ghana. I remember last year, I visited Brazil and I did a whole piece myself. I interviewed the Okada riders. I saw how Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, how so many people were riding motorbikes, one for passengers and secondly, to deliver goods. So I decided to, at the end of the day, interview a few people to ask them, Okada any delivery? And I showed that video on my show last year. Now, and something happened on a year City TV, I think. Abrantie bi Ose friend Elvis Dakon, or your editor of BBF friend News Center with Jimmy Buta. Or your wound to me level of journalists. The level of thinking is very low. And we allow such low-minded riffraffs filled with tribal connotations and silly inner monkeyism to sit on TV to, at the end of the day, misinform, mislead, disinform the people, because we have allowed such people to be sitting on TV and discussing issues. Their level of intelligence, Andrew also discussing. Let's go listen to this gentleman. He was speaking about Okada legalization in Ghana.
This day and age, I don't see how a country like Ghana, who aspires to be like Malaysia or Singapore or China, is legalizing motorcycle for commercial transport. It means that that dream, we have all agreed that it's only a dream, it won't happen. Because if it will happen, you can't tell me that if you go to Malaysia, motorbikes are used for commercial transport. If you go to China, motorbikes are not used for commercial transport. So the Asian tigers, let's leave the Western country, but the Asian tigers that we admire, that they've made significant progress in their development. And we believe, we always say Ghana had independence with Malaysia and this all the time. Why is that Malaysia is why are we not there? We should be able to be there. Singapore has made it, this, South Korea. We mention all these countries that Ghana should be there. The question is, if Ghana should be there, is this the way they are running their country? Are these the policies that they are implementing? No. Those countries are thinking about high-speed trains, bullet trains that take people within a short period. They are there. Some Dubai and Co are thinking about flying taxis. People are thinking about sky trains. People are looking at things that make their country more advanced.
But our sky train didn't materialize, and today we are in court.
That is the stupidity of all of us, because when a good policy is to be implemented and the people in charge mismanage it, they will throw away the whole project. And I'll give you an example of SADA. That if you read SADA today, SADA is still a very viable project that can transform the North. But because the people that were put in charge messed up, we throw away the entire SADA project. If we want to do sky trains and some people didn't do the right, doesn't mean that sky train is not the way to go. So see, this argument doesn't come in. Let's stop this mentality of once we have a very beautiful policy and people that are supposed to implement mess up, then we say, oh, because the implementation had challenges, throw it away. That is what we have been doing. It does not mean that sky train was a problem. Sky train was never a problem. The problem is that people who were supposed to implement it didn't do it well. That is the issue. So let's not bring that examples here. So I ask myself, if we want to be like Singapore, Malaysia, China, and the rest, let's leave the Western countries. They left long ago before these ones chased them. And we think that because the Asian tigers are chasing the Western country, we can use Asian tigers as an example that if we want to be like the West, let's use the model of the Asian tigers.
Right.
And these Asian tigers, as I told you, how many of them, those that have made significant progress that we admire, the South Korea, the Malaysia, the Singapore, and the China, those that we will refer to that they've really made real progress. And is this the way they went about it? No, they are looking for the future of public transport. And you see, legalized Okada is just an admission of a systemic failure that we failed to put in place good train systems, put in place good public transport system through the bus, no tram. We are admitting that we are unable to do it and we don't have a solution. So the solution is that legalize something that shouldn't have been legalized, in my opinion. This day and age, I don't see how a country like Ghana who aspires to...
You see, this is what we keep talking about. We are not Ghana new. Your friend Alubiako, or by ourselves Elvis Daku, on your Ghana. He's not a Ghanaian. Your friend Olubiako, or by Ghana na, or see what be a newspaper be your friend or news center into your friend Elvis Daku or Boa. Your friend Olubiako, ni dino no Nigeria ni awe Jimmy. Now, and some occasion I actually saying, or Cambro Funti, I said so good. These are the people every morning. They are swank for your motor can kind of TV. So, are they also an editor of News Center? News Center, anything. News Center, anything. Hedia paper pana News Center, we are throw Ghana. At the Papa Ben Pana, at the friend News Ghana was a new News Center. Na Jimmy ni we but na TV so anapa catcher say legalizing Okada is admitting they are systemic, they are in failure. Watin kwasi abrofu bi na okebi. Watin kwasi abrofu and we betina TV so adan ya woni bibi kwasi afo bi from editor enti mame ko ka bibi ma MPP osoro na kwatena wuntumi oye Nigeria ni o onye Ghana ni your friend Olubiako or say your friend Elvis Daku oboa. Now, my men the couldn't tell us Jimmy. You see, somebody TV so 90% of them they are daft and foolish. Now, all can be or say we as a nation, Ghana, or say we aspire to be like Malaysia and China. And that Malaysia and China, they don't do Okada. They don't use motorbikes for anything. And that sayane in 2025, you say legalize Okada. We have failed. We are admitting failure as a nation. And that say we are supposed to be looking at bullet trains. Crossing you. We should be looking at bullet trains. We should be looking at flying taxis because some countries are now thinking of flying taxis, bullet train, sky train, and obibusa and say now sky train now won't call for the buyer no. Say to me materialize it. Also, in kwasia for the bibi show monsabiano or beso say where they are buying in our problem. What's it? Ye busa and say now sky train MPP sky train no. Ye ti kroma and in a court. Also, say no dear your omo edin your masho monsa no mo Jimmy. Adan aban ba on twaso. Na aban ba no we sky train bia e no twaso. ɛna ɔmo kɔfa asad ɔbɛfa asada bɛhyɛ mu sada no na sada no ɛnyɛ bad project na MPP baayɛ no ɛna MPP ambɛtoa so ɛna government ntoa wankasa MPP kɔ sɛ government. You see their language, the submission is weak. It's all over the place. Atasi can because n'adwene mu ndɔ for him to be part of such conversation. Now my mention say legalizing of Okada in Ghana. Sa kwa we or two way or say for the dakun say olubiako no. He only thinks he say obiti motosu and Okada. That is his brain. You see, n'adwene form. He's not intelligent. He's not smart to understand. Say this legalization. We need a policy that is a big policy. Legalization of Okada is one of the biggest policies to solve unemployment problems in Ghana. But don't say the horizon, his level of thinking and assessing things, is so limited to the point. Now, Junior say, so obi sorry no pa, na se otena moto so or Okada rider, and one edie ebenyewum. Now, see, I legalization of Okada. And yen nipa na otimoto no so nko ano ene ye Okada legalization. Yakasi legalize Okada. It is any kind of commercial transport. The way you walk Kufuor bus, your metro transport, your STC, the way you walk commercial vehicles. This is commercializing a motorbike. One, commercialize it could be in a form of delivery and also as transporting passengers. Now, Abani say they want to legalize. Dingan say, "Omo pesa omo de emratum send a beya Okada today in Ghana. No president can say we cancel Okada. Nobody. Okada has come to stay. We as a people need to find a way to let it suit our lifestyle legally. Okada." Abibia ntumi ba Ghana and can't say we try Okada. Abibia no ntumi ka say wa mana illegal. No government. And I'm saying this on authority. No government can tell Ghana for say me ba me twa Okada obi no obetu makasa asem in Ghana. Now, the level of thinking is sanity. Na adwene say ye ka legalization of Okada e obi otimoto so no. One. See ye legalize Okada. Let me give you a small scenario. Now if you what this government has done. Now, yenya nipa 10. Na omu nyina ka say ye beto 300 motorbikes. Na ye di aba Ghana be registered nyina as commercial motorbikes insured. And all these motorbikes, what we are going to do is say every investor biano will build a warehouse. One. So we'll see warehouse now or expect to send motorbikes, every time they are faulty, the riders need to bring it to their warehouse or their mechanic shop for the motorbikes to be repaired. So one, they will have to tap into the Nkwarana Omoko technical institutions, Kosia engineering, or KTI, or polytechnics. They will have to work at the warehouse as mechanics. Now, secondly, Sanipano will have to get accountants to run that company now, or about 400 motorbikes will legalize and for run as a commercial business. He needs accountants to run the business because or running throughout the 16 regions. He will need an office in every region. It means people who are sitting at home, young people are employed. We can tap into business schools, polytechnics, accounting, any idea to work. I'm talking about even just one person to work in these various offices as accountants for this one company pay. Third, maybe this company will decide to say, I'm going to build a canteen at every location so that our drivers can come there and take food. You better free ebia almost salary mu and also almost allowance mu. Now they will have to build canteens. Now we will have to employ in Kwara Omuko school catering for them to also employ people to come and work in the various canteens to provide the food for about 400 Okada riders. Ghana. That is creating jobs. 4. Now these riders, they will need what we call a beer loans through this investor. What be Okada company? Rider no juma masa company no permanently. Through the company, the rider can secure loans from an insurance company to start doing what, maybe building their own homes. And even the drivers and I said riders, at the end of the day, because of this, they can also start doing building or investing in something else. We are talking about one investor. We are talking about 5 branches of investment opportunities. So imagine say some investor we our 300 motorbikes near our some investor sa 30 or Ghana and Abana Eddie Emrabedo said everybody should follow this. Do you know the number of people that through the legalization of Okada we are going to create jobs for them? Kwasia ni trimuno ohu Okada se obiti boto so eno ano no enti ono no because o etia why say kokohwede ne nan entru enka moto nti ohu obi otimoto bia say oye criminal ombu obi a oye Okada oye commercial motor rider ombu no na adwene ye ne say so obi twi Okada ontumi metena City TV Akromfo TV no so enka brofo nti on respect Okada rider no enso kwasia we court na traffic achi okroma obega se ope Okada dia court ne ntem yakoka na asem lawyers, judges, soldiers, police, midwives, people in Ghana almost running the economy of Ghana. Most of them don't ride their own cars. They use Okada because it's an easiest and quickest form of transportation. So imagine, the president says, oh yeah, 50 businessmen who are willing to buy 300 motorbikes each for each region. Now I catch them say, if you do not work for any of these companies, you cannot ride Okada in Ghana. Every single person who will be riding Okada will have to be part of a company that has been registered to run Okada in Ghana. And at that point, you've been able to monitor every rider on every bike. Every rider has their unique number, which is linked to a unique company. And nobody in Ghana can say Okada way die mefa no minim where it is coming from, where he's coming from, which company he works for. Okada can be run like normal taxis here running in Ghana. No, we need to streamline it. We need to streamline it. If the government of the day today be a portal and say investors should come and tell them say they can invest 300 motorbikes and also make sure say omo make sure say emra we omedi so 16 regions say investor bakubia for region bakubia no be to be provided 200 motorbikes na otumi do you know the number of people who will be working in Ghana? Mwe Jimmy yesore na de sa antrohwe we mo betena TV so na otwo ka the Asian Tigers odwan Asian Tiger me den. We need to start from somewhere. We need to at least create jobs for our people. The people need jobs. And we are creating sustainable job. Emra edanwa emma nipa bi enluzu omobra life. Emma nipa bi enya den enhwere omonkwa. That is why the government is saying it needs to be streamlined, because no president, no government can come to Ghana and say obe cancel Okada. Nobody can do it. Okada has come to stay. Adene efere Okada no. It has come to stay at to say Kofor bars. It has come to stay at to say STC. It has come to stay at to say any taxi on the streets of Ghana. It is up to us to make sure we streamline it, we legalize it, we make it work within a law or laws. Send your buyer a bit more benefit the people. That is what we are talking about. Do you know a number of people are Ashanti regional? A company comes with 600, 1,000 motorbikes. Streamlining ejuma we are from some major mama. You go through the training. You're banning the 600 motorbikes, 1,000 motorbikes. So Pesobe Okada driver for this company, you need to train. They need to go you do a motor test, eyesight test. You need to make sure you have the insurance, full coverage. There are so many things you don't have to be involved in. Driving hours or riding hours, we will do a random check of alcohol. So these things you put it on the line. Into a biggest Okada rider or to say Obia Oki STC. On to me konoma petition metro Okada. On to me konoma metro Okada. Because randomly police reach now or your test no who say alcohol levels so num and now one num edrobia higher or ma ticket you are done. You have your license. You are out of work. And as time goes on, in kakra, you better make streamline no na abaya strong. That is how we build a nation. adena mumu bi mu agimi saa enti da bia mo tena TV so a na mo ka say aban should create jobs aban should create jobs no na jobs na aban ne kofa no wen infui every single day mo tena TV so a the government is not creating jobs aban ne go create jobs no wen aban the idea about say this is the best way to create jobs for people o do kwasia to say Asian tigers ofui Malaysian Kimfesa some question for TV so and they make everything look like say a MPP NDC say any MPP dia yen say no o katrem ebutu say membesa meka o katrem ebutu say bibi Jimmy ana no patututu woto kankan betena TV so be and the Asian tigers o join when I say Malaysia yen twa okara wo ho China they have banned banned tricycles motorbikes na nenaya miensa no any Malaysia I think that is what they have banned. They have not banned motorbikes for delivery, motorbike for carrying people. They have not banned it. Why o ketre mebutu se okra baby okra yase elu jinya betena TV so na yensi ase the Asian tigers okra sini awoba krom na Asian tiger ever munya de Mrs. Do you have something for me? I'm trying to Krasini, and the Asian tiger, and the Asian tigers, Asia, we are Krasini, Nigeria need to say, what about Asian tiger? Why not anybody Asian tiger? No, this is it. Look at this. Let me break something down to you. Oba, the rise of Digo Ride. Launched in 2016, Digo Ride was introduced as a solution to Malaysia's growing traffic congestion and last-mile connectivity challenge. Unlike traditional ride-hailing service that rely on cars, Digo Ride utilizes motorcycles, allowing passengers to navigate through heavy traffic swiftly. The service quickly gained popularity, especially among urban commuters looking for a faster and more economical alternative to cars. Kwasia, go to Malaysia. When I say Malaysia, I'm joking about Krasini. Why you can't remember to say Okra baby and the Asian tigers When what to Asian tigers? This one is Digo Ride Malaysia, first legal motorcycle taxi services. And ye, I'm about to TV Swan pa and Kwasia keka. Adanya, DN Center News. Now who newspaper? Now who? The Asian tigers and the Asian tigers, Malaysia dragons and China scorpions. Ofui, omukokin kan kwasi asembia. Now now and the Asian tigers and even the Asian tigers, you know the Asian tigers, they don't do the okatrembu to say okra baby. So this was introduced in Malaysia because they needed people, almost citizens, to be able to navigate traffic. What do Jimmy? When you think, oh, what's now to me? I can't no. Won't to me now, but this unquasiasem no. Then one say a station like City News, Channel 1, Jimmy entertaining such low-minded inner monkey, uncivilized, mediocre, tribalistic, ignorant idiots to be sitting on their TVs and spewing unnecessary nonsense in the name of journalism. You are a Bangladesh. Such a Bangladeshi monkeyism attitude and our exhibit to a TV show. Okada has come to stay. The government will make mistakes. The government will correct it as time goes on. We will get it right. Ghana as a nation, we will get it right. Such a useless Bangladesh. Now, I cancel Jimmy film. It's gone. Now, mobile money. Yeah, mom space be more. Asian tigers. Asian monkeys are both over 10 teams can quasi yourself. To be. Now, oh we got. Now, baby, I'm going to start free. We didn't go for wait here. Now, let me kill a mobile money. Now, Mobile money nie. Yes, see, yeah, that's sorry, yeah, yes, see. Asian Tigers. The Asian Tigers. One no say Jota see Asian Tigers. Mobile money transactions hit 3.1 trillion as digital payments skyrockets. Bank of Ghana for Nabekatre. Good evening to the governor of Bank of Ghana. Exceptional job. I respect that guy so much. I respect the finance minister. As much as the finance minister doesn't like me, I respect him for his job. Atufos will drive me fucking. On Pema Sebago cry. Or I'm fantasy to say me as well. Atufos hates me. I don't know why Atufos doesn't like me. But Atufos is Juma de Bodin Kwasam de Amen Chimano. Ato. Sika no wo ba me ntwemo. Me hia usika. Me hia sika de Ghana for sika. Inti me hia me hu so ye MC. Me hu to say obi so ye public servant. Inti udwa me kura me mfa me ho. I will tell you my mind. Now, mobile money transactions hit 3.1 trillion as digital payments skyrockets. You see, and the mobile money, etumi ama Ghana. Mobile money transactions are in Ghana ni nyinano. See a kekabo ma 3.01 trillion. Sa one na ede chire no. Etumi ku Yakubu. Sa one na hunu we chire osa no. 3.01. Sa one ede chire. Etumi ku Yakubu. Enya nkwara 1. Ni nyina ne saying, yesi ano, amanfo ye momo too much. Amanfo ye momo. Adentina amanfo enya arehemu omomom. The reason why it amanfo ye momo ne say, and the omo confidence say omo koye momo a John Mahama ne NDC fo abeyi sa levy ne free so enti kwasia bi a ye fedo foriata ene kwasia bi a owo cabinet under Ekufuado entumi for musika ndi. Enti sende yesi amanfo ye mombo emende Ghana momo transactions etuma kodu 3.1 trillion. Then we have to give credit to the government of the day, because a few months ago near to Kroma na stika ayeditise bama MPP for kujina parliament. Ekache Ghana for say yempeo the levy beto the mobile money transaction. So obia ko transfer sika obubajini nsem sika. They told us in our faces. Yatina ha ye dede NDC for kontokwa parliament bu NDC for e bro but say moa ekache ye say or say mensa bonsu kache ye say they will pass it. Now in less than a year John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for baye ena omubeyi sa levy ni free transaction momo transfer so ho ena ma Ghana for esenya rehye say sa momo transaction we ye betumi edi adwuma enti the reason why you are seeing the mobile money transaction hitting 3.1 trillion and say Ghanaians are now feeling the NDC good governance. And obi send 10 Ghana, 20 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana. Obi anti Jubilee House are all in the CKD in the name say, yeah, the Adebia by a friend e-levy. Mate say MPP 4. Now you see, Mamika Bibincho. E-levy no. If e-levy is even going to start, the e-levy now abanwe scrappy no. Say next year krana e-levy no ebe start here. You need to understand say the confidence keke na Ghana for John Mahama de ma omono. Sa believe na omunya no. You see, running a country, it is all about giving your people confidence. There are some policies you can put before the people are. Ebia na enye nipa ne de, enye kroma ne de. But because policy in the long term it is going to benefit in Kofono, you the government, you have to prove to them say sa policy we media bay a policy a bit to me a protector a bit to me edin for swaba. From the day MPP4 introduced e-levy, they were not able to show us one single thing. Sikara na omo jejeno, they na omo person omo de ye, and they na omo ye. In fact, they beka omo sakra omo de ye. So it made Ghanaians told themselves to say, why should we even have confidence in transacting money, making money transaction on mobile money? Because in Kofona, we are seeing them do parties with our money. E-levy party, e-levy cake. Oforiata, Mahamudu Bawumia or Seche Mensa Bosumu, a cake worth about $200,000. And Omko Jire say e-levy cake. Samere, ni krom ye Chad ende America for so Chad for entumi ma America samere no ti cake dechi Chad answer benya cake di no ya be ware ede na ntwe miensa to so ema ya ye cake kitwe bi ma wadi bi edi ende samere gina $200,000 cake chi e ka che Ghana for say ni kunu through whiskey da onim bia ne be ma tua no ede e-levy ede policy bi aba ede levy bi aba to Ghana for so nti yem koye party. And you see, aban we buy no, aban we do a new confidence be share Ghana for mu. A boy aban we share Ghana for nyina no, aban no edi ebo ne so. And this a study pa. So study pa. The confidence that Ghana for benya wo NDC aban mu no. Some of the things the Krampona NDC akasa Oma Council na it will take effect in 2026. No? The people, even Krana, Ebi wo Krampa, enyan take effect. No? The people are down. They are already ready. They are willing to do what? To cooperate with the government. And that is what we call people having confidence in a government. Okay, the resistance Ghana for a show when the NPP introduced e-levy. Look at the resistance. Nipa dodo omukasa tia e-levy. Omukasa ehwo na yedi adwuma untumi emfa eto meto so embeje sikandi. NPP voka je say yemfa ejimi nkoda edidi ye nyina atem. Esa ka kire say omukwa akoka kire Ghana for say e-levy e de bentu abeba. E-levy ebesi hospital. E-levy ebeye kwan. E-levy ebema ekufuado ne tro na ehye nase no ombeye fiwo. E-levy Bawumia tro no omubeyi. E-levy ede dansen beba e-levy be solve problem nya san kwasi asem na nkofu we ka kire time and more power. Ghana for ka kire say ye betua e-levy na ye pese ye hu de e-levy sika no be ye omogigi first tranche and ka kire say e-levy sika no akakam ye tena krom ha intende utie MPP fo a oh e-levy ene 3.1 trillion Mahmoud Bawumia na de de interoperability ba ye hey mobile money interoperability send be obi tumi send sika every account mu mobile money ho send free ha and MPP for and yebusa say enti Bawumia na de mobile money interoperability ba ya say ai but Mahmoud Bawumia tena TV so ka kire say omoba aban mu 2017 no na NDC aban di nkan di mobile money interoperability send be obetuma send sika from bank to bank to mobile to bank omobeto say contract da hodada contract no terms ni nyina da ho Bawumia so mo beto contract no na da ho enso Mahmoud Bawumia sa be ka kire say ono ene de mobile money interoperability ba Ghana Bawumia bodam Mahmoud Bawumia wa bodam.
Interesting, sir. Interoperability, now how much did it cost? No, anybody saying?
Interoperability, let me tell you, there was a contract.
Not contract order, okay.
To buy, there was a contract.
Not contract order, okay.
To let me tell you, there was a contract.
Sir, interoperability, now how much did it cost? No, anybody saying?
Interoperability, let me tell you, there was a contract. Interoperability, let me tell you, there was a contract.
Not contract order, okay.
To do the interoperability. And that contract was to be done for $1.2 billion.
$1.2 billion?
Yes.
A few moments later.
2016, yeba abayimu mebeye vice president. If you were she, ubia dia dansiye, se mebeye vice president. Midin shishe bebre abagana. And yes, sir. By na me say, yeah, na untimi mani sika from Vodafone, Echo MTN, and I say Airtel. When you know me share, me ka say, yenye ishishe fufrobi, ye friend of mobile money interoperability. San shishe no, the whole of Africa. Ubi, mind be a new, mind be a mo. No country in Africa, a yes, adiano. Untimi mani sika from Vodafone, Echo MTN, and I say Airtel. When you know me share, me ka say, yenye ishishe fufrobi, ye friend of mobile money interoperability. San no, the whole of Africa. Ubi, mind be a new, mind be a mo. No country in Africa, a yes, adiano. Any America, any Canada. Me ka say,
Gawe, onyo okay o. Alternative so in power catcher say obeto sa contract no. Nipa bi na di nka adwene ho the obey and say Uber renegotiate the cost of the contract. Or then over catches on the buy. Also, over two contract, you came to renegotiate the money terms. Into the moment I over try renegotiate sikasamono, say when I will introduce mobile money interoperability. Mahamudu Bawumia nye stable. Na yenya obi ti TV so defending Kwasia same way. Na yenya obi se oye party communicator. Na odi we aka Bawumia credit won say we ntien to abama Bawumia asimesi. Ankasa tena TV so ka say oba power no. Omo ba power no. Choka no mura power no. Omo beto say sa contract nipa bi am we NDC fo adwene won edi nkan dia to ho. Yaya nwa adwuma ya bedi nwa adwuma. Osi di obeto ye no. Na sikana ne boarding into ono omo kan say omo nti sikana so eno anti on na de baye obodam. How do you see Ghanaians? So obeto say oba fie oba ye na ya nua mo esiwo emo na ba na uni bebi efri ena e ka che so emo we de ye koto ye ewo ante na ho de baye into aba no kome de wo efie ne atimru so no ye nidi ye wo beto se emu siwo oba na o se emu we de kosua tuatua ho ne ade salad gu nkyɛn na emu ne to ne sen ene so emu no ye to no 10 Ghana ena so de be emu we de se we de nke o to no 9 Ghana nke ye the priority nti emu ni si won say ye bedidi na ekomasi ena nipa bi hu adwene se o so mkoto bon de ba se o ma mfa emu na ma obi o woda emu obi abewu ekom na esi. There is starvation, there is hunger. Nipa epe emo eni nsu anom a survive for the next day. Enti omo ana omo hwe saa efie ho no edwene se yewo sika da omo yemfa nkoto emo ne ento nsuo nka ho. Na yemfa mbrefie na ye maame nom ye nuanom nya bindi. Sene ebe ya yenhwere obia wu. Ufri abochi ukobo jantra na oba fie. Oba ye no na akade na o maame ewu. Na akade na o sister ewu. Na akade na o papa ewu. Oba no mu nyina di atre ete emo ho a omu bedi. Ena o se emu we di akono de. Emu we de budi a mu benya hoden ado efuo ema etumi etwa ye ne ankasa ye ndie ye nyoma edi. Emu we de mudi a enya de obi abewu because ye benya hoden. Ena busa se emu na ye nyina ye bedi na ye sen na se emu na 10 Ghana. Ena o se ende obesa ni aye de ante na akokasa. Na emu no de ma ye 10 Ghana no onfa ma ye 9 Ghana. Ukwa ante na ho ena o so ne ko kasa ye nim sa ante na no ompena no se na wudi ni bawo wo de okwa na o so ne ante na akoka ante na ma balance of 10 1 cedi inti emu no 9 Ghana. Ye di mu ni wie na se ahoden ba ya wo se ye nso awo adentira emu na wo beto ye na wo bedi bi no wo na wo de emu de ba ya aboa. Emu na wo beto ye na nipa bi adwene akofa mu na ba no okobo jantra na wo beto se ye bedi ye ndi ebewu no ye di mu ni wie ma ye nya ahoden a wo se ye nso se ye kon ho adan a wo na wakofa mu na ba wo na wo dwene mu no ho okobo jantra na wo ni bebi amu ni mpo free. And this is Mahamudu Bawumia, and that is his strategy in politics. Ubusani sisi abakasi na menka cabinet no mumbume me say levy na me mu hwio no mumbu me say ekufo de jimi me kakro ntie ade che se oba o se levy ye ne aban na de ba de nya sika say oba o se de mobile money interoperability ubusani cabinet de see o se me cabinet me kasa kra ye ntie enkwasiasem or per credit or per funds and so ubusani se massa funds na wo gine de na wa ye funds na on be so be kire. This is Mahamudu Bawumia Aza 419 chronoism erism enibreism ensema emfasuo ni so all the zims in politics. Mahamudu Bawumia is a representation of the zims. How can you tell us this story and later come and tell us when now the mobile money interoperability by?
Interesting, sir. Interoperability, now how much did they cost? Now anybody saying?
Interoperability, let me tell you. Yeah, buy it.
Ote. Or the Malaysian, or a Malaysian tiger. You put say interoperability. Or say, Only a Kuba, only a Kuba.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Just me, sir. Interoperability, now how much did they cost? No, anybody saying?
Interoperability, let me tell you, there was a contract.
No contract order, okay.
To do the interoperability. And that contract was to be done for $1.2 billion.
$1.2 billion.
Yes.
A few moments later.
2016 yeba aban mu me be vice president. A few working. Obia di adanse. Se me be vice president. Me din hihye bebre abagana. Enya sa. Ba na me say, ya na untimi mani sika from Vodafone, Echo MTN, and I say Airtel. When you know me share, me can say, yenye, share fufrobi, a friend of mobile money interoperability. San share no, the whole of Africa will be.
I'm kind of correct. That is his hallmark. Me see E-Levy, Ghana for sorry, can say, yen tiasie. Inkofo bu NDC for parliament. Na Bawumia to us. Na abozege, na yeresu namnechi. Na hon tumago say bolega confirm. No more in parliament E-Levy. NDC for ye BP and kofo bu NDC for esa passé.
Got to take that track.
Power no the this is MPP passing E-Levy and this for sala omo bu omo te senkwara and then KWASIA BAA than 87 they say omo hu ye mobo rade yagopon omo jimi o Ghana sa ne mani nyina ya pile ni nyina da ho twen omo KWASIA BAA omo refi we nyina o nti omo start kasa ye man mo ya den nti yenye den yen sanfa to mi mamo ana yen tia se John Muhammad o ye ne yen pe nti yenye den yen tal to mi mamo Abra records wo ha ye betuma ka ye ho na mo gise Ghana fo agimi ho inwan mo gise ye nwan ye gu Ghana we just forget easily. This is what you did with the power na Ghana for through their representatives NDC for say ye Ghana for say munjai omo se lalai mo sa boye mo bo Ghana for gu so KWASIA BAA ye kan bibia mo ntiase ye kan mo ni ma mo se di matam musu and the who you are today. Ye mame cancel way, mame komenim. Mobile money is down. Why not twaso? I'm for the next person in bra. Obiya bejine die. Now, the next person onye Adwoa Sarfo. Adwoa Sarfo or bipolar. Andra me the part 1, Adwoa Sarfo part 1, bipolar 1. And then me be bipolar 2. Adwoa Sarfo kasa Andra no kan bibi. Or say MPP flag bearer race. Or say let's stop blaming Bawumia for destroying the economy. Was he the finance minister? Adwoa Sarfo Jimmy. Mumia nko tie no. Hwe time Adwoa Sarfo kasa. Hwe na no ne na bodwe. Agove kakra wom. Onza Adwoa Sarfo or agove kakra with all due respect to autistic people or your autistic kakra. O kasa no hwe ne ni hi ha wa se wo. Oje mic no hwe na no ne mic. Na no se bonsua. Or bipolar wo. Ena Bawumia mo peso mo use no. Endra o se ye ne Ghana for ye Jimmy. Adenti ne ye blame Bawumia. The economic management team. Osia de na ye te Ghana ye blame Bawumia. Na Bawumia no na ye finance minister na. Bumi enko tie wo wi. Hwe nanim ye pa, why say wo.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, no ye finance minister. Mibisamo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, no ye finance minister. Yanti abamu na ye MP speaker say, send ye speaker say mu airport. Enko yiye, iti yama ye finance minister. Onko tinasi, yama ne ko tinasi. When jijana wi ansa ne yama na kofie. Na we ye this what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We ye mate. Now wo master trika na. Wo ti be ko wo master to nchen e ko trika no. No kura ni ye nkantia. Na ya ye niama bossa ye kasa ye ntie pension for ye sa ko bo musike mu eniama bebre ena ma 2024 ye lose election enya one individual enya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ena ye bibia na ye ho aye Ghana fo ehi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no ye finance minister. 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 Mibisamo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no ye finance minister.
Ne papa wu ye, Adwoa Sarfo papa wu kura we nsu sei. Kwasia. O sei Mahmoud Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Ba, enye Mahmoud, Mahmoud. We fa ni di ankasa de muni. Ni di ankasa de mumuni, ena o se ompe, yenye na Mahmoud. Mahmoud, enye Mahmoud. Wa we nim se wo. We nim se wo ani papa ewu abofunu. O kase nyoma bebre na mamu lose elections no. Na me jinsa obeka se ena me so bi jam adwuma to wo kwotena abrochire. Na me jinsa obeka sa autistic child, with all due respect to autistic people. Na me jinsa wo Adwoa Sarfo be wa no aka say, you know something, nyoma ye ene ho fono Ghana fo entina mututia ye na me kura me amegina ha oba Jimmy 47 ye ma me dwuma de ese ndi mo amotete wo musika moto ejegene ye de ma me na reti abrochire di nkwasi asem me ye video be kire mo say the county and the humanity and the nini kwasia na me jinsa obeka sa na o papa company na watene wo wure mu ono se manager na eja ho kwotena abrochire 2 years a o papa anka odi nku be fa ditrim abuofunu koto de ne bodwe o se de Bawumia anya den Bawumia na onya finance minister enti enko blame why oforiata o ya fish papa o se supeku o sa o tani a o have say o se supeku wasuntre mu se supeku o se de Mahmoud Bawumia enya finance minister inti mama yemblemu no na mo power no mo party for no ka say yenyi Bawumia na Bawumia no yenyi no mo power na one na ewo majority in parliament why wanu se bonsua enkwase akeka na wo gise mo ka we na yakoto aba ma Bawumia yanti krom ha o kasa na wo se de mate eye na mate de otumi ekoje ni master djuma ye yantie na mate ka say or the 33 policies abana ni master Jimmy na ono ne policies na ye djuma Adwoa Kobra na yenti krom ha Adwoa Supeku na yenti krom ha ena sa mate no mate wala yi no ne nam ho no sa munafiki mutum banza ni mate no yenti krom na mate ni ka kire say under ono he was able to bring out 33 policies. Now 33 policies no na the boss no wen 33 policies no ebini die he say mate ni chance to work under his boss a then a mate etumi 33 policies ba ya na original state edi jimi no ho mate ka kire say under the boss no or the digitalization ba ye ana enye mate na de ba ye odwan moye dirty foolish stupid politics. Boye said that on 1992. Na waka say me papa ni we. So papa wu. Ye nyina papa be wu. Na obeka say papa ni enti. Wa kwatena party na wujimi wo ho. Mahamudu Bawumia meka nkire say under the boss eye Ekufuado. Say wantumi anya adwuma bia that he should not take credit for anything. Tie me. Wenim se kobra onyam. When Nimse Cobra or Nyam, Mahamudu Bawumia catcher say the economic management team now or no what no and no a better chair NDC economic management team NDC for Krankai no team no on na ebe lead team way amama den a changing Ghana's economy kwasia mate to meet economic management team. Who is going to allow a mate to head an economic management team? I know Kasasa de wabo damno. Okasa setting wo by heart inti okasa by heart eche we hu obi na ide tua woto na wanyam na wawo yeti kroma ena sa munafiki we dola ka kire.
When I look at the economic management team, it is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiramanting, Boachi Ejako, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team? I'm sure they themselves.
Siafo, Otrano o Jimmy Mono, Chanto de Cabo, as Yenchana Bema Green, o Niminyan Saba Kumpo, or Ginicho, in nine. Also, Bawumia, mate. Na mate, no, Eden on Rankasa, mate, Nikacha say, the boss say Jimmy 33 policies, no, they run a Ghana, 33 policies, no, na belt, no, only power, no, what 33 policies, no. The 33 policies no e den na mess to make a kire ye na beka so 33 policies enyo no na beka kire wa no se supeku be ma bi ade be da wo nkwase akeka ukasa se ne wo by heart nti ukasa by heart wo by heart wo without zip code unni be bia ugina o hwe zip code no wo satafre wo without zip code nti ukasa without zip code. You don't check a zip code a ugina mansa na wakasa on Mokasa to say Jimmy Four, Mojan say refi. Confessa Boziki we make and say 33 policies, no economic management team, FX committee, sign your money in a one and a heady. And then Mahmoud Bawumia Bekacha say, well, lock $1 no, at $1 no ashe, a ye, if ya say, Emma Kin 1 minute, a boof. Mahmoud Bawumia say, or no lock $1 no. Now, dollar no lock here no. Or the Ottoman and locky dollar, and I say, or the DNA locky dollar no. Oh, papa, una unko su papa. And yet, Jimmy be here, head in a political party, FAO, no much show us to say, o giant funu, and a unimians say, ube su papa. What about Tanaka can kwasia sem? Kofre, I yes, I can the can just say, 33 policies, no, time or the by neku for you. We want to know. When people try to underestimate our intelligence, you have a man of phenomenon. Some would try anything silly. Sankwas, mumma, and nananoma, mobete party. Some would try anything silly. Some would try say you want to underestimate the reasoning power of Ghanaians. You have a man of phenomenon. I don't tell for ma. Would you see a Jimmy? Huh? Into your refi, na wo Adwoa Sarfo abegima be ka che say Bawumia na ode na ye finance minister abuofunu Kennedy Japan to dan ma e dan denche e di asase be 5 acres ka ho ukwa na osako see estate ka asase no ho ende KWASIA BAA ugina ho e di Kennedy atam be ma wotuma yi ni bottom sika to dan ama wo ama e dan no e bia so osumo nya hu sika di yati kroma be ka kire sen metuma remind o sa abozigina wa wenim se wowo etietim na weni asese bimu no o ka kire se o 33 policies on na introduce ye and the Kufuor leadership na oye vice president. He was in charge of the economy. On the case of lucky dollar. Let me play it for you to hear. O free. O betina bro chire KWASIA BAA. O ka chire na o slang chire na ye the taxes etua o ka. Na o dan wo disika to ka ma oba. Na o papa na Nigeria e dindindin na o de free mu no. O papa ne company enanka obi e jai company to wo ekotena bro chire 1 year or 2 years say meso me yare aka papa nko beti asia abuofunu busa ba
se die na chese Kevin wachaji Kevin Tailor wachaji easy obushafo easy and sometimes oju ho won ti ase say MPP for ankasa de omo ho ba because that video pop up no be ka say ma ye ma Kevin who say video because Kevin who say video ya it is going to cost a lot of things. Be hard nti ma Kevin who say video but minim di ntia Kevin nani kutwa video iswa ene Adwoa Sarfo wagini wotowoto edifri Kevin ekwabadu Tailor hoyi and debia meka sa nsem na Adwoa Sarfo kan no a selfish talk in fact a greediness talk so wonye peseminkuminya na adwemboni nutima there is no way ubeka sa nsem no se Adwoa Sarfo wonye peseminkuminya na adwemboni nutima onka sa nsem no onka da onka there is no way I'll be one waka sa nsem no so no Bawumia ba mu obetimi akofo minister obetimi akọ na credit dia ba wuntimi mi se Adwoa Sarfo sheda edokotena domiko abenya omreko sorry okotena America omreko domiko abenyafo etimi eto abade man no etimi to abade man no Adwoa Sarfo sheda o sheda nkasa aminka ne ye minka o heda na Kevin Tailor akokase me Nigeria ni o sheda Kevin pass the to the biana ko wa bodam wa te praga o Kevin de ko body Tailor in fact no kwaro so no kan no ye ni nyina no ye no kwaro no kan because anyo owura we ya nka Ghana MPP for ebeye it is to sanka I'm telling you kan MPP for be chire Ghana for papa kan me de mu nyame odo bia mamu no mu de bekum betia mamu ni de kwa de be escape nka Ghana for nka MPP for be chire papa because of the education the daily amukan sen a program oye na odi enlighten people obibi expose obibi ni maso na ama Ghana for adwan sesa na nka na MPP for di be yi kuroma no nka ye be ton ye ho ne me be dwan agye omo no muti Ghana iti mu aside bia informa Kevin because wa ya de papa over na wa boa Ghana waji Ghana si ho na nka sabre kaya ya hunde yako kira wadwo conversation meso also be like idwuma di no share na fofo etimi bia we gusu ha esebum the best of news yankopon enka obibia ho na onhye odene na afi ko na wi yomfo ntwa na on make sure say yankopon abo na bibia etimi akoso yankopon inhyira wo papa abusiafo yi ma me fa wonsi bye bye.